Hello and welcome. Now in this video we are going to derive conservation of mass in continuation with earlier videos into spherical coordinate system. The cylindrical and Cartesian already we have covered in earlier videos, so go through it. Here we are directly going to consider a fluid flow and a fluid element within it, and let us try to formulate. So let us consider this or assume this as a spherical conduit, and we are going to mark x, y, z, which are right hand coordinate systems. Okay, so and consider a small differential fluid element onto this face. So let us shift this aside so that now we are going to consider or model the 1/8 spherical shell of this element. So let us say these are x, y, z coordinates, and now let us try to model that 1/8 piece of that shell and try to identify the component of element onto it. So these are arc-wise directions. Then let us try to so this is the small strip on which we are going to plot the element. So let us mark it here. So this is the so let us consider this as the thickness, and that is the shape of that differential element along spherical shell or conduit. So let us say these are radial distances r located at distance r, and these are projections onto horizontal plane. These are on so there are different projections along different planes. So let us try to change the settings of these lines because they are inner lines. So let us make them thinner. Take a projection of this point onto horizontal plane, and so this curve will be straight line projected onto a plane. So radial distance naturally we are going to consider. So let us first of all discuss about coordinates r, theta and phi. These are coordinates which we say they are radial direction, and theta is zenith angle what we say, and phi is azimuthal angle. So this zenith angle is also known as polar angle in literature. So their etymological study will help us in understanding what they are and how they are. So zenith angle, it has Spanish origin. The word zenith means over one's head, and azimuthal, so azimuth is basically Arabic word al-sumit, so it means the way or direction. So all our overhead angles what we can understand, those are going to be zenith angles. So this is r, theta and d theta directions, and this angle is phi, which is azimuthal angle, and this is going to be d phi, which is azimuthal distance or direction, angular direction of the element. So this angle will be r sine theta, this length will be r sine theta. So that is our fluid element. It consists of radial direction, theta direction and phi direction, and this length is, so this angle will be d phi. Again, it's the same projection of on the xy plane. So let us consider now velocity components. Here we are again going to use as Vr, V theta and V phi. So V bar is equals to Vr, let us say I cap, V theta J cap and V phi K cap. Isaac are unit vectors along r, theta and phi directions. Okay, so let us now try to exaggerate that fluid element and try to formulate all the lengths, which is most important part and difficult part in spherical coordinate system. So fluid element, let us try to sketch that. So let us say this is dr, the thickness of that element. Take inner faces. Okay, so this is how it will look like if a piece of that is removed from a spherical shell. So this is a fluid element. Okay, so let us try to mark those arc lengths. So this is going to be r sine theta, as we know, multiplied by d phi. That's the angular projection. So dr is, as we have said, is the thickness. So this is going to be r plus dr sine theta d phi. This is going to be r plus dr, which is on the top, that's why d theta, that's the angle. This lower face will be r times d theta. So this length is same as the r d theta side. Similarly, this is going to be r plus dr. Now that angle is also added, so theta plus d theta. Try to imagine this. So sine of theta plus d theta times d phi. So that's the projection arc length. So this length is r sine theta plus d theta times d phi. On the bottom we have r, on the top we have r plus dr, whereas on the this side we have r plus dr d theta. So let us copy this element so that we can use it for further references. Now let us try to formulate the volume based on this information which we have got. So volume of fluid element is dV is equals to, now this length, which is going to be r sine theta d phi, multiplied by other length, which is r times d theta, and multiplied by naturally the height, which is dr. So dV comes out to be r square sine theta d theta dr d phi. So that's the volume. So let us identify, we are going to use it further. So that's the volume of fluid element. So we have, from the conservation principle which we have stated, from conservation principle, the rate of change of mass in a fluid element, the rate of change of mass in a fluid element is partial over partial T of rho, which is density, multiplied by dV. So in this case, r square sine theta d theta dr d phi. Let's make this equation as fourth, and this is going to be the left side of conservation equation. Okay, so now let us try to directly formulate all the fluxes along each and every direction. So mass flux along, let us say, radial direction, which is r direction. So let us try to paste that fluid element. Okay, so these lengths are already known. Now radial direction is from the bottom and on the top. So let us say this is the flux going out. Okay, so again incoming flux is going to be rho Vr at r face multiplied by Ar in, which is area, and r plus dr, flux going out, ar out. So these areas are different now, we need to formulate them. So A in, which is trapezoidal segment, we again need to use that average of 2 height multiplied by average of 2 lengths multiplied by height. So average of, in this case for the incoming area, is going to be 1/2 of r sine theta d phi, which is this length, and the other is this r sine theta plus d theta, and then r d theta is the constant side. So r sine theta d theta plus r sine theta plus d theta times d phi multiplied by r d theta. Okay, so here we need to use trigonometric identity. Let us mark this as 5. Okay, so trigonometric identity of sine a plus b, we know that this formula is sine a plus b is equals to sine a times cos of b plus cos of a times sine of b. Okay, so same is for sine of theta plus d theta, and it is going to be sine of theta plus cos into cos of d theta plus cos of theta into sine of d theta. So since we have considered differentially small elements, so for small angles, naturally cos d theta will be identical to 1 and sine d theta will be equivalent to d theta. So let us say these additional equations as a, b, c, d, and try to substitute now c and d into equation b. So we can have formulation of sine theta plus d theta as sine theta plus cos theta into d theta. Okay, so let us say this is equation E. So now substitute this equation E in fifth equation. So we have radial area along incoming direction is 1/2 of r sine theta d phi plus r sine theta plus cos theta d theta into d phi multiplied by r times d theta. So let us expand these terms. We have 1/2 of this term will be twice of r sine theta d phi plus r times cos theta d theta d phi and times r d theta. So now let us take this r d theta inside. So this will be 2 will go off, r square sine theta d theta d phi plus 1/2 of r square cos d theta square into d phi. So for small angles we can ignore the second term for small angles d theta, since that d theta square term will be further small, so this will be ignorable. So that's why directly we can write area along radial direction at incoming flux is r square sine theta d phi. Okay, so that is ninth equation. So similarly we can write, okay, so we need to use this for incoming flux is model. Now let us model for outgoing flux, which is similarly AR out is going to be average of all the lengths. So average of two lengths, which are this r plus dr sine theta d phi and r plus dr sine theta plus d theta, and on the top we have r plus dr times d theta. So r plus dr sine theta d phi plus r plus dr times sine of theta plus d theta times d phi and multiplied by r plus dr, which is radial distance times d theta. Okay, so now let us again directly substitute that equation E, I suppose, yes, equation E into equation 10 for cos sine of theta plus d theta. So we can directly write AR out is 1/2 of r plus dr times sine theta into d phi plus r plus dr times sine theta plus cos theta d theta times d phi multiplied by r plus dr times d theta. So let us try to expand these terms. This will be twice of r plus dr into sine theta d phi, okay, plus dr times whatever r plus dr times cos theta d theta into d phi multiplied by r plus dr d theta. So okay, let us take this term inside, and we have, so r plus dr, this is going to be square into sine theta d phi plus again this bracket squared into cos theta d theta squared d phi. So again, for the same reason as mentioned earlier, this term is ignorable because of insignificant contribution, so we are making it to 0. So let us write down the terms which we are left with and try to expand this. So this is going to be r square sine theta d theta d phi plus 2r dr. So this is going to be 2r sine theta dr d theta d phi plus dr squared into sine theta d phi d theta d phi. So again this dr component is going to be, dr square component is going to be 0. So let us write down only two terms which are representing the outgoing area. Okay, r square plus 2r sine theta dr d theta d phi. Okay, so this is the area of face from which flux is going out. Okay, so now let us directly write down the flux component along radial direction, flux r in along r out. So this component is going to be, we already know that rho vr into multiplied by this, and rho vr at r plus dr. So this component is going to be rho vr from Taylor series, r plus dr is going to be rho vr plus partial over partial r of rho vr into dr. So let us call this as Roman 1. Okay, so I'm directly going to put this, so rho vr into area in, which is this area, r square 2r, sorry, into r square into sine theta d theta d phi minus rho vr plus partial over partial r of rho vr dr into this area, r square sine theta d theta d phi plus 2r sine theta dr d theta d phi. Okay, so let us expand these terms. Rho vr r square sine theta d theta d phi minus rho vr into r square sine theta d theta d phi minus rho vr into 2r sine theta dr d theta d phi. Now let us multiply by second term, which is minus partial over partial r of rho vr dr. So r square sine theta d theta dr d phi plus partial over partial r of rho vr into 2r sine theta d theta dr square d phi. So let us ignore first two terms, will cancel out, and again this term dr square will be equal to 0. So we are left with two terms now. So that is a flux along radial direction, which is going to be negative rho VR into 2r sine theta d theta dr d phi minus partial over partial r of rho VR r square sine theta d theta dr d phi. Okay, so that completes our formulation along radial direction of flux. So let us highlight this. Okay, so that was flux along radial direction. Now let us directly go for flux along theta direction. So let us use again that element, and now theta direction is from the this face coming in and this face going out. So remember, theta is from top, measured from top. So rho v theta times a theta in, and this is going to be rho v theta at theta plus d theta times area theta at out. So again, this rho v theta plus d theta at theta plus d theta is going to be by Taylor series rho v theta plus partial over partial theta of rho v theta d theta. Let us call this as 2. And now flux. So before that, area, we need to formulate. So let us formulate a theta in, which is going to be a theta in is this surface, which is r sine theta d phi multiplied by height, which is dr. So r sine theta dr d phi. Similarly, area of outgoing flux, a theta out, is equals to now trapezoidal area. So these two terms multiplied by height, which is dr. Okay, so 1/2 of r sine theta plus d theta times d phi plus r plus dr multiplied by sine theta plus d theta plus d theta and times d phi multiplied by dr, which is height. Okay, so this gives us 1/2 of expand these terms r sine theta plus d theta, so which is sine theta plus cos theta d theta. We already know this expansion, d phi. So from equation E, plus r plus dr into again sine theta plus cos theta d theta into d phi. So as per equation E. Okay, so that is going to be 1/2 of r sine theta d phi dr taken inside dr d phi, r cos theta dr d theta d phi plus r sine theta dr d phi plus r cos theta dr d theta d phi plus sine theta dr square into d phi plus cos theta into dr square d theta d phi. So now these dr square terms will go off, 0 0, and these two are identical terms, so will get added, r sine theta and similarly these two. So let us simplify now. So a theta out is going to be 1/2 of twice of r sine theta dr d phi plus twice of r cos theta dr d theta d phi. So this comes out to be 2 will go off. So a theta out is r sine theta dr d phi plus r cos theta dr d theta d phi. Okay, so now let us put these areas into the flux expression. So f theta, now let us say theta is equals to f theta in minus f theta out. So this is rho v theta times area which is r sine theta d phi dr plus minus rho v theta plus partial over partial theta of rho v theta into d theta multiplied by area which is this area r sine theta dr d phi plus dr d phi plus r cos theta dr d theta d phi. Okay, so let us say this as 26. Okay, so now let us expand all the terms. So first term is as it is, rho v theta r sine theta d phi dr minus rho v theta into r sine theta dr d phi. So that is first term from the area side, minus rho v theta into r cos theta dr d theta d phi minus partial over partial theta of rho v theta r sine theta d theta dr d phi minus partial over partial theta of rho v theta r cos theta d square d theta squared into dr into d phi. So again this term d2 theta d theta square, first two term will go up and this term will be 0. So we are left with two terms which are middle ones. So f theta is going to be negative rho v theta r cos theta dr d theta d phi minus partial over partial theta of rho v theta times r sine theta d theta dr d phi. Okay, so that completes formulation of flux along theta direction. Okay, so let us proceed with flux which is along phi direction. Okay, so let us use again the same element. Okay, so now phi is along sidewise, so that is this, or otherwise front face and back face, what we can say. So this face is rho v phi into a phi in and rho v phi at phi plus d phi into area at phi out. So these two areas are identical. So again this term rho v phi at phi plus d phi is Taylor series rho v phi plus partial over partial phi of rho v phi into d phi. So let us call this as 3. Okay, so now a phi in is going to be simple, which is a r d theta into d dr. So r dr d theta. Let us say this is 29th equation. Similarly, a phi out is identical to that, r d theta into dr, same. R dr d theta. Let us say 30th equation. Now similarly we can formulate the flux part, which is f phi in minus f phi out. So this term is rho v phi into r dr d theta minus rho v phi plus partial over partial phi of rho v phi d phi into r dr d theta. Okay, so let us simplify this. Rho v phi r dr d theta minus rho v phi into r dr d theta plus minus partial over partial phi of rho v phi into r dr d phi r dr d phi into d theta. So this gives function. Okay, so flux along phi direction is negative partial over partial phi of rho v phi into r dr d theta and d phi. So this is final form of flux along phi direction. So now from conservation principle, from conservation law, from equations, let us say this one, fourth, and then we have 18th, then we have 28 and 34. So 4, 18, 28 and 34, which is kind of rate conservation mass. So rate of mass in fluid element is equals to net flux in minus net flux out. So this term we already know, so which is going to be on the left side dt into volume of that element r square sin theta dr d theta d phi is equals to, so let us copy those terms and we can directly use them here. So these are the two terms along radial directions. Then similarly copy along theta direction. So these are two terms. Okay, so let us rearrange them first of all. Okay, so this is the last term, phi. Okay, so these are the terms along radial, theta and phi direction. So along zenith and azimuthal angles. So let us divide by this volume, divide by volume of an element on both sides and rearrange it. So we can directly write d rho dt on the left side plus, so this term will be 2 times rho vr over r plus partial over partial r of rho vr plus rho v theta divided by r into cos theta divided by sin theta plus 1 over r times partial over partial theta of rho v theta plus 1 over r times sin theta into partial over partial phi of rho v phi is equals to 0. Okay, so again we need to use the trick from the product rule of differentiation. We need to combine few terms there. So let us say from product rule of differentiation, ddr of, combine these terms, so rho r square vr is equals to rho v into partial over partial r of r square plus r square times partial over partial r of rho vr. So this is going to be, let us say, f equation because we have already used till e. So this left side is equals to rho vr into 2r plus r square into this term as it is. Okay, so we can directly use this into divide both sides by r square, let us say. So this will be 2 over r rho vr plus partial over partial r of rho vr plus 1 over r square into partial over partial r of rho vr r square. Okay, so this is equation H. So similarly along theta direction also we can use the term partial over partial theta of, let us combine this, rho v theta and sine theta. So that is equals to rho v theta partial over partial theta of sine theta plus sine theta times partial over partial theta of rho v theta. So let us say this z. So this term now rho v theta sine theta. So dv theta cos theta plus sine theta times partial theta of rho v theta. So let us say k. So divide both sides by, let us say, sine theta, since we have that term on the equation. So rho v theta cos theta plus sine theta, cos theta by sine theta, rho v theta 1 over sine theta times partial over partial theta of rho v theta sine theta. So let us say this as L. So now this equation H, equation H and L, we are going to use it. So substitute H and L in equation 37. Okay, so I guess there is some difference in the terms. Okay, so this term is 1 over r and there is cos theta, so there is no sine theta term, there is only r term. So we need to divide this equation before that by r. So let us do that first of all. So divide equation L by r so that form will be identical. Okay, so this is rho v theta r cos theta by sine theta plus 1 over r times partial over partial theta of rho v theta, and is equals to 1 over r sine theta partial over partial theta of rho v theta sine theta. Let us call this as m. Now instead of L, we need to substitute m in equation 37. So let us rearrange the form on the final form, d rho dt plus 1 over r squared. So need to use this. Okay, so this is 1 over r squared, yes, into partial over partial r into partial over partial r of rho vr r square plus 1 over r sine theta into d theta of rho v theta sine theta from equation m plus 1 over r sine theta, this component as it is, rho phi of rho v phi is equals to 0. So this is basically, let us rearrange this. So this is a final form of conservation of mass in spherical system. Let us highlight this, and all our results and all that will be identical, as well as representation will be identical to the earlier Cartesian and cylindrical systems. So this is conservation of mass in spherical coordinate systems. So that's it. Thank you.